The defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the ground, it's Malusi. Oh, he left him grabbing. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And they get him down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Now they'll run the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Turns it loose. Finds his man enough for the first. The Badgers are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Got a lot of running room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, big juke to get past. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Hawkeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. DB's right up on the receivers. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Now improvising. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 50. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
To the air, it's McNamara. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Makes the catch down the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. What a snag by the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The back goes in motion. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Looking to pass. It's locked. Dances away from the heat. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
The aerial assault continues. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass on second down. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're going to take a shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None.
Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. He's like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team, though.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's McNamara. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. He's going to pass. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The sure hands, it's Anderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He wants to throw here on second down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secured. Ncaa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Toss sweep right. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The old school toss play, huh? It was just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's McNamara. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Handoff to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. Off he goes. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Lets it fly. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the air, it's locked. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Badger! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Wisconsin is pushed out to a big lead as they take command against the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, obviously, they can feel the bull heading their way, right? Like starting to take the lead late in the game. This is what they want to do anyways. They want to play bully ball. They want to go get that trophy, Palmer, and finish this with Wisconsin style.
Yeah, David, you're right back in Madtown. There's someone right now in the trophy case kind of making some room or kind of clearing some space for the big 70-plus pound Heartland trophy. You can feel it all going Wisconsin's way here in the second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's McNamara. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
The play action fake. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Pauling. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's McNamara. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Obliterates him, still on the move. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Dropping back, it's McNamara. Pressure coming. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.